we now go into the accommodation, where
Mm.
did you live in your first year?
So first year I lived in halls. Yeah.
Which hall?
Cranborne
What,
House.
what was it like living at Cranborne House? Was it good, bad?
Good, yeah. I mean, I think the people that I moved in with were really nice, which was good because it felt that it was really like inviting. Um, but yeah, I guess it's kind of luck of the draw who you end up with. I think that's one of the things about halls is that like you go into it and you're all in the same boat. So it's really interesting.
If we had to place Cranborne from a party to a study house, where would you place it on the scale?
It was party.
Okay.
It was
And
party, yeah.
where did you live in your second year?
Second year, I lived in a student house.
And what was it like going from student accommodation to student housing?
Yeah, I'd say there are definitely pros and cons of both. So, like in halls, like obviously when you go to pay things, all of like the bills and everything is are kind of all included in that. Whereas obviously with housing, it's kind of like a entry point to how it's going to be after you leave, because obviously you've got all of the bills, you've got contacts with a landlord, you've got all of that kind of stuff for like the first time happening, um, for most people, which I think's quite good. And obviously like you get a bigger room, which is good. um I guess you live with less people. So like in halls, I lived with 7 people, whereas in housing, I live with like 4, or well, currently I'm in a house of 5.
Okay. And now in your final year, where are
Hmm.
you living?
Student housing.
So what is it like now? Is it it's same student housing or different student housing?
Different student housing.
Is there a reason you moved or you changed roommates?
Um, you it's like I mean, at least where I'm from at the moment, the contracts for students are every year. So like you change every year. I mean, I guess you can stay on if you'd like to, but I change each year. Um,
Okay. Is there any advice you can give to students about moving into a house, as in any things they should look for or be careful of, be wary of, or how to basically look for a good house?
yeah, I would definitely view it, and go around and actually take a look for yourself, because I know that I mean, when looking for this place, when I was looking, just like looking around in general, there was one place that was advertised on the website. I can't remember what the where it was, but there was one place that was advertised on the website and it looked really, really nice. And then we turned up just to look round and it was really horrible. It was just, there was mold everywhere. So yeah, definitely look to see, and then also try and ask the people that are living there currently, because they'll do the tours whilst the people that are living there from like the year before are still living there.
Hmm.
So then you can kind of ask the students that are there questions, so that way you know it's not just like the person that's showing you round. You can also kind of hear directly from them, which is good.
Okay. If we're now going to the Bournemouth area, can you tell us
Yeah.
about the Bournemouth nightlife pre-COVID?
Oh yeah, great.
What was the club for you?
Yeah, Cameo was great. They're every Wednesdays. I mean, Toast was great. Lollipop was great. Old Fire Station. Yeah, it was really, really good nightlife, I'd say. Really good.
And if we now go into the shops,